Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to do this stitch I'm calling the Lacy Waves. And this stitch is like quickly becoming one of my favorites. I didn't realize when I was actually doing the stitch that it sticks out and it kind of creates this wave along, this textured wave. So you can see it sticks out. It's super cool. And it's really easy to do. So you can use any size yarn and whatever hook that yarn requires. But I'm using worsted weight yarn, which is 4 ply for the US, 10 ply for Australia. And I'm also using a 5mm hook or size H hook. So the multiples of this stitch is 6 plus 5. And what that means is that you just do chains and multiples of 6, 6, 6 until you get the width that you desire, and then when you're ready to start you'll chain 5 more and then you'll be ready to begin row 1. Okay, I need to do my chain of 5, 3, 4 and 5, and now I'm ready to begin row 1. To begin row 1 you're going to skip over 5 stitches and put a single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this 6th chain here we're going to put a single crochet. Then you'll chain 3 again. You'll skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and in this 3rd you'll put a single crochet. So you're only skipping 2 chains. Chain 3 again. Again, skip only 2 chains, and in the 3rd put a single crochet. And you're going to repeat that for the row. Chain 3, skip 2, single crochet. Okay, when you get to your very end of your row, after you've done your chain 3, skip 2, single crochet, you should have 2 chains left. And you want to chain only 1 and then put a half double crochet in the very last chain. And that will complete row 1. For row 2, you're going to chain 1, turn, and you'll be working a single crochet in that very first half double crochet. If I can find it. There we go. Okay. Then after that you're going to be working in the second space, because this is a small space. We just did the single crochet, chain 1 and half double crochet, so we're going to be doing our first chain 3 space here, and you're going to work 2 double crochets to begin with. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and then you'll chain 3, and then you'll work another 2 double crochets in that chain 3 space. And then you'll find the next chain 3 space and you're going to do a single crochet worked in that one. Then you're going to be repeating this for the row. Every other chain 3 space you'll be putting kind of like the shell there, and then the next one you'll be doing a single crochet, then the shell, single crochet, shell, till you get to the end. So to do the shell again, you're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 3, and then 2 double crochets. Fighting with my yarn here. This yarn's getting old. I need to get rid of it. 1, 2. And then you'll do a single crochet worked in the next chain 3, and then you're ready to start your shell again. 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2 double crochets, and then a single crochet here. And then when you get to this last little area here, I'll show you what you need to do. Okay, I just did my last shell here, and now you want to work a single crochet as normal in this last space, and that will end your row 2. Now for row 3, you want to chain 3. Row 3, chain 3. Okay, then you want to turn And now you're going to be looking at your shells here. Your 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2 double crochets, and you're going to be working on the innermost double crochets, which means the ones nearest the space here. And we're going to be putting a front post, or actually a back post, because it's facing behind you. Let me just make sure here. No, front post. Okay, so once you chain 3, you'll find these 2 double crochets on either side of your hole here, and you're going to be working a front post double crochet onto that. All you do is yarn over, pick up the post of that double crochet, and then just double crochet onto the post. Then you're going to chain 2. You're going to do a single crochet now in this chain 3 space that's between your shell and the center of your shell. Then you'll chain 2 again. Now we're going to be working more in the spaces, like from one of the double crochets on this side to the other double crochet on the other side. It's kind of a link kind of thing. So what you want to do is yarn over, grab up the post on one of those double crochets, the one that's on the other side of the hole here, and then find your first double crochet on this side closest to the other shell. You're only going to be working with the double crochets on the either side of the whole space here. So the one closest to you now. You'll do the same thing. You'll do a front post, but incomplete. You'll only pull through 2. So you pull through only 2 of the loops here, 2 of the loops here, leaving 3, and then you'll just pull through all 3 loops, and it will make it 1 stitch now here in the center. And then we'll do that again, but first we'll have to chain 2, single crochet in the center, chain 3 space, and then chain 2. Now we'll be doing that again. Find that next double crochet nearest the hole, pull up a loop, only pull through 2. Then yarn over, find that next one, the first double crochet nearest this hole, pick up the post, only pull through 2, leaving 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3. Then again you'll chain 2, single crochet in that center chain 3 space, chain 2 again. Then you're ready to pick up this next front post double crochet, only pull through 2, find the next one here, only pull through 2, then pull through all 3 loops, and then chain 2 again. Single crochet in that space, chain 2, and now we're going to be doing a front post in this first one like we did before, but then we're also going to move over, and in the very last single crochet of the row you're gonna pull up and do a half of a double crochet there too, leaving your 3 loops on your hook, and complete the row. So the very last one of your row is going to be one worked in the regular stitch you'd work in, but then just go into the stitch as normal and finish your half double, your half, I always call them incomplete double crochets, but I don't know the actual term. We're on row 4 now. So for row 4, you're going to chain 3. Well, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the first chain 3 here is going to count as a stitch. You want to move over where you first see your chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, and you're going to work 2 double crochets in this chain 2 space. Then you're going to work 1 double crochet in the single crochet. And then again you're going to work 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. Then again you're going to work a single crochet here in this next single crochet, or whatever you want to call that. And then again, it's going to bring you back up to your chain of 2, which will put 2 double crochets, a double crochet in your single crochet, and then 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. And then again in the center here you'll put 1. I don't even know what to call that. And then again in the chain 2 space you'll put 2. I'm going to continue this all the way down. Okay, you continue that till you get to the end of the row, and then you'll see how there's a stitch kind of going diagonal here. If you find your 2 spaces here, this stitch here, you'll put 1 on the top of that one, and then you'll put another double crochet in the top of this chain. So I still have 2 more double crochets here. Need to do, and then 1 in my chain. Back up a little bit so you can see. And there you go, that's the end of row 4. And we're going to be repeating rows 1 through 4 over and over and over again. So since we basically just got our just straight up border here, kind of like our original chain, we're going to be working this the same exact way as we did the first one. You're going to start off by chaining 3, turn, and now you're going to skip this very first double crochet and go into the second double crochet and put a single crochet. It's going to be like a mini space here because you're going from one stitch right to the next. So you have a chain 3, and then you're just going to do a single crochet in the next stitch. Then you'll chain 3. Let me find my place here. Chain 3, and then you skip 2. So we're going to skip 2 stitches, and in the third stitch here we're going to put a single crochet. So it's like at the beginning when we were skipping 2 chains, single crochet, chain 3, skip 2 chains, single crochet. That's exactly what you're doing now. So you'll chain 3 again, skip 2 stitches, single crochet, chain 3, skip 2 stitches, single crochet. So you'll continue that down your row. Okay, when you get to the end of your row, you find the chain here and then the double crochet before it. You want to work a single crochet in the double crochet. Then you'll chain 1, and then you'll work a half double crochet in the top of the chain. You want to chain 1 and turn. You'll be doing a single crochet in the very first stitch, and then again you're going to be finding your first chain 3 space, and you'll work your 2 double crochets in the chain 3 space, chain 3, and then you'll work your 2 double crochets on the other side here in the same chain 3 space to finish your shell like we did before. And then you'll find the next chain 3 space and do a single crochet. Then your next chain 3 space, you'll work your 2 double crochets, chain 3, then 2 double crochets worked in the same stitch, and then you'll single crochet in your next, and then start your next shell in the next chain 3 space. Okay, when you get to the end of your row and you have your last shell done, you just single crochet in this last little chain space. Now, one thing you need to watch out for, if you didn't end up, maybe you have an extra space here, something you can watch out for is count how many shells you have at the beginning. I have 4. So when you're making your little chain 3, skip 2, single crochet, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet, make sure that you end with the correct amount that you that you began with here. And for me it's 7 spaces. So I'm not counting the ones on the end. These are like half spaces. I'm counting just the ones in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So because I have 7 at the beginning, I'm going to try to always have my 7 holes here in the center with 2 little small spaces on the side. So if you've messed up on this row here where you're doing your chain 3, single crochet, skip 2 stitches, then you should back up until you've got the correct amount that you have. Now after a shell row, it's always going to be the same. You're going to be starting your little front post and back post, which is giving it that little wave, which you can already see going on in your first row here. So for row 7, you'll chain 3 right off the beginning, then turn, and your very first double crochet that's by your hole here, you're going to be doing a front post double crochet, and that'll be a complete one. Then you're going to chain 2, single crochet in that center place again, and now this is where we're going to start connecting those 2 on either side. So you're going to do a front post on this side of your chain 3 space, but you're going to do an incomplete one. Remember, you're going to only go through 2. Then yarn over, find the double crochet on this side of the chain 3 space, do a front post double crochet, but only go through 2. Then 3 loops on your hook, you'll go through all 3. Then you'll chain 2 again, find the next center here, put a single crochet, chain 2 again, then you'll find your next front post double crochet, only go through 2, move on over here to this one, go through 2, pull through all 3 loops, chain 2, then again single crochet in that chain 3 space, then chain 2 again, grab up the post, half of stitch, half double crochet, but it's not a half double crochet, it's an incomplete double crochet on that side, then get the one next to this one, 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3 loops, chain 2, and again single crochet in that chain 3 space, chain 2, and then we'll be doing a incomplete front post on this side, and then you're going to find your very last stitch of your row to go into to do your other part of the stitch, then pull through all 3 loops, and that will finish your next row. Now your next row is going to be your double crochets again. So that's it, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to click like and share this video. It helps me out so much. Comment down below. Also, if you're interested, wondering what hook I'm using, it's the crochet wooden hook from Furls, and I recommend that you order it with a longer, an extended hook. That's what they call it. If not, you're only going to get it half the size, and it's hard to do much with it. I also have a Facebook group called Crochet for the Masses, where we share free pattern links, and also we share stuff we've made. And if you have any questions, that's also a great place to ask. So that's it, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye.